Well, hello and welcome. We're on day 12 here of the Feast for the Soul. It's a 40-day spiritual practice period, but you can jump in anytime. If you're watching us live on Facebook, hello and welcome. If you're listening to us on Spotify, we're so happy you're here. 40 days is such a special number in all kinds of ancient times. Actually, 40 itself is a special number, whether people go on retreat for 40 days, deepen their meditation practice for 40 days, spend 40 days in the desert finding themselves, or spending 40 weeks in the womb developing from an embryo into a walking around human. So I'm so happy you're here. And whether you're just beginning and you've never heard of us before, or a friend told you about us, it's not too late to join us. Today, I'm really excited to welcome a beautiful meditation teacher, an artist, a creator, someone who makes people laugh. And I met him in 2012 at a book event. I had just come out with my new book, and he must have come out with his. And his name is Dada, and I won't try to pronounce your last name, Dada, but I will ask you to do it. But we know him fondly as the Monk Dude. And he really works up in the Bay Area with technical people, professionals, all the people that make Zoom work, make Google work, make Apple work. And he brings mindfulness to them through his humor, through his amazing teaching. And I'm so happy you're here, Dada. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Lovely to see you again. It's
Likewise.
been a
So fun
while.
to be here with you.
Great. Yeah, yeah, my long name, my actual long name, you don't even know. It's Acharya Nabhaniilananda Avaduta. But I'm usually known as Dada, means brother, because I'm a monk, and Nabhaniilananda, that's sort of my bit. The other bits are titles. You don't need to worry about those. But
Well,
Nabhaniilananda. And yeah, my brand is the Monk Dude, so that's not my name. It would
great.
be weird to be called that, right?
Well,
Um,
maybe anything goes these days, but yes.
yeah, indeed, especially in California where I live. As you said, I grew up in New Zealand. I was born there. I love New Zealand, but I'm in California, and I also love California. And it's kind of nice to see people from all over the world there. I have very fond memories of Tasmania. I have some dear friends there. I used to visit there a lot. Um, and Ireland, as we were talking about earlier. So we're going to go into a little meditation practice, and it's based on something I learned from my guru in India, and it's from a discourse he gave, which was called The Secret of Meditation. And it's very simple, and many people found it really beautiful, and it's a little bit different than what you may have heard before. So it starts with a story. Uh, some of you may have heard of Swami Vivekananda. He was a great yogi, uh, and he was a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, who was this incredible saint in India in the 19th century, no, 18th century, 19th century, yeah. And so Vivekananda was the first Indian yogi to come to this part of the world. In 1893, I think he came to the United States and gave a discourse at a big religious conference and became a kind of instant popular figure and made a huge impact. And he was a kind of laid the groundwork for Yogananda, who came later in the 1920s. But when he was young and with his guru Ramakrishna, there was a he was like 18 when he was very young when he was with the guru. The story goes like this. So Ramakrishna called him one morning and said, Vivekananda, today I have a very special job for you. I want you to take this chicken. He gave him a live chicken. He said, take this chicken and go into the forest somewhere where you're all alone and nobody can see you and kill it. And Vivekananda was shocked because this is against their principle of ahimsa, of not non-harming. But the guru told him to do it, so he obediently took the chicken, and the other disciples are curious. They're kind of watching, but they're not saying anything. He went off into the forest, and the other disciples are waiting for him to come back, and he's gone for hours, and they're thinking, how long does it take to kill a chicken? But he didn't appear until around sunset, and he came back, and the chicken was fine. The chicken's still alive. And the Guru asked me, he said, what happened? Why didn't you do what I told you? And he said, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, Guruji, but I couldn't. Because you told me I had to go somewhere where I was all alone and then kill the chicken. I went into the forest and I found this lonely place and I was thinking about killing the chicken. I wasn't very comfortable about it, but then I had this feeling that I was being watched. And somehow couldn't see anybody, but I felt that I was being observed. And I thought, oh, the Guru told me to go somewhere where nobody's watching me. So I thought I better go somewhere else. So I went to another place deeper in the forest. And I was getting ready to kill the chicken, and again I felt that I'm being observed, and I couldn't find anywhere in the whole forest where I felt that I was alone. So I came back, and Ramakrishna was very pleased. He said, exactly, you are always being observed by the creator of the universe, by the cosmic consciousness, and you can feel it. So Guru was very pleased, and Vivekananda was very pleased because the Guru was happy with him. And the other disciples were very pleased because if the Guru's in a good mood, then their life is a lot easier. But who do you think was the happiest of all? The chicken. So, this story is, of course, about this idea that we are never alone. So we're going to do a little meditation where that will be the idea. And what my Guru said about this, he said, in meditation, what he called spiritual meditation, it's a kind of a contemplation of the infinite. We are sitting there, the little human being, and we have this little sphere of awareness, but we don't know much. But we are trying to remember, if you like, that we are in essence pure consciousness, cosmic consciousness. So essentially we're saying, well, I am cosmic consciousness. And that is the idea behind a lot of deep spiritual meditation practices. But he said the problem is, this is a very helpful practice, but it's actually impossible to imagine infinite consciousness because our minds are finite. The solution is to reverse your perspective and feel that you are being thought of or observed by the Supreme Consciousness. So you are the subject. Sorry, you are the object. You are the object, and the Supreme Being is the subject. And by doing this, you create a sense of connection or relationship with that infinite divine entity. So we're going to use that idea and a little bit of music. I'm going to sing you a mantra with the help of my friend. My guitars have names. This one's called Asha. It means hope in Sanskrit. So I'm going to sing you a little tune. It's a Sanskrit mantra. It's very simple. It's got 3 words, which are Baba, Nam, Kevalam. I'm going to put those in the chat for you. Okay. This mantra, it means roughly that everything, that there's only a feeling, or this feeling of limitless love. So behind everything there is this divine consciousness, all is one. So that's the idea behind the mantra. Baba literally means beloved. It's only the feeling of limitless love. So there's nothing else. Kevala means only. Baba means beloved. Na means the sound or the vibration of that or the feeling of that. And Kevala means only. So I'm going to sing this melody. So let's see how you're sitting. So first, just close your eyes and sit straight. Take a deep breath. Breathe through your nose if you can comfortably. And I'll sing the tune for a few minutes and then guide you into a silent meditation for a little while. And then we'll have a little more music at the end to bring you out of it. So just remember the feeling behind this. So there's only this feeling of limitless love within you, without you, surrounding and pervading you. keep your eyes closed and remember to sit straight and breathe through your nose. You can cup your hands in your lap if you like, with your thumbs together. And let the mantra Baba Nam Kevalam with the tune continue in your mind, and feel that you're hearing it or you're listening to it rather than repeating it with your will. So you are the observer, you're just listening. If your attention wanders at any point, don't worry, that's quite natural. If you notice that, simply bring your focus back to the mantra and the music. Now let's remember what this mantra is telling us. It's reminding us that behind all of this apparent reality, and within us, deeper than what we think we are, there is a silent presence. The supreme consciousness, the cosmic awareness is behind and surrounding and within everything. So we are always being thought of. You are the object of the undivided attention of the creator of the universe. That makes you pretty important. But more important is that you remember that and feel that you have a connection with the infinite. So we'll just meditate on that in silence now for a few minutes. you just take a deep breath. You can breathe out and relax and open your eyes. Welcome back.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
So I guess people want to say stuff or